Okay, so part two, this is about like all the diets and everything. So here I am. It's about 10 or 12 years ago. Family member's been having a lot of health problems for a while. And boy, my hair is messy. Ugh. Anyway, and so what do I do? I'm frustrated now. I've been taking, this person's been going to the doctor like every other week or every 2 weeks, like it's crazy. I keep on asking questions. They're not getting better. I asked the doctor why this keeps something happening. Some people's immune systems aren't strong, which, fine, but it's just not giving me answers. It's not making life, a livable life if you're like always sick and you can't participate in normal life activities. I'm basically just not getting answers. So I just got frustrated. So now we have the internet. Thank God. Thank you, Google. Thank you, internet. Anyway, so now we have the internet. So now I can really go at it. So that's what I do. I start looking for answers. Meanwhile, I don't have the money to, go to Canada where there's a doctor, or go to, Massachusetts where there's a doctor, or do a bunch of consultations. Maybe I have a certain amount of money, and once that money's gone, guess what? That's it. Plus, there's going to be supplements and whatever. So this becomes very frustrating. And so you're like, okay, what do you do? I've pretty much taken myself out of the picture health-wise. I'm, at that point I was pretty overweight. But I'm been on medications, but actually that doesn't mean anything, because you can still have problems. They can be undiagnosed, which happens all the time. But the other side of that is you can be diagnosed and be given medications or supplements, and it's still, your life's still not better. Anyway, so this isn't about personally my medical journey as much as a family member. Anyway, so here I am frustrated. What am I going to do? So now I find out food can be medicine from the internet. And I start looking for anything that can help me. And I got to the raw food people like David Wolf, Gabriel Cousins, what is his name? Hippocrates Center. I can't remember his name over there. And I started just looking at all the videos that they had out, and other people like Matt Monarch, and they have a raw food. It's like some of them are doing live foods where, I don't know, I can't remember the whole deal on that, but there's so many different ways to do raw food. So I decide that, you know what, I keep on watching the videos. Now I'm getting books. I'm going to health food stores. There were still, at that point, I still could find some health food stores. I'm on the West Coast, so yeah, you really can find the health food stores out here. Some of the independent ones have now closed at this, 2018, August, and Whole Foods, and then because of the internet, that's the reason, because a lot of it's gone to the internet. Anyway, and I find about raw food. I find about all the additives and all the other processed foods, and so I decide that, first I think I decided. Even before that, I was doing trying to do fish oil, a few things. Okay, that's all gone, and now I was trying to do gluten-free. I went to gluten-free, and that really meant just taking out the bread. I didn't buy the gluten-free products. They were really expensive, and from what I was being told, they were highly processed and not the way to go for health. Excuse me. And then I'm eating cherries. That's why I'm burping. I eat cherries. I don't know. Yeah, they're the pits. So anyway, so I'm doing the raw food diet. it's basically, water with lemon in the morning, a big glass, a lot of water. Then you go on to, and they're not talking about glucose a lot. They're really, this raw food diet was really greens, but I would, about 10 or 11 in the morning, I would have, really depending on when I got hungry, I would have a banana smoothie, and I would give this other person a banana smoothie. I first started with like banana strawberry smoothie, and then I was really scared to do the green smoothies. Like I put one lettuce leaf of spinach in there. Anyway, I got up to doing regular green smoothies, just so it was water, it was fruit, and it was greens. That was the very beginning. That's what I really started with. And then I was trying to do salads, another smoothie, and then salads. And then I learned a couple other things. But the more I learned, the more it got nutty, more nuts. Always smoothies, really a lot of banana smoothies. And I lost tons of weight. I lost like 65 pounds doing that diet. It was very expensive. I was trying to do as organic as possible, and I was just spending tons of money doing that. It was crazy. Everything raw. I would get really hungry. I bought so much food. But the person I was doing the diet for really didn't flourish. I didn't know the things. I'm very excited now with Anthony, because he's like, okay, you need, and I wasn't doing like any supplements back then. So you need like zinc. Zinc's really important. I didn't really know that before, so we weren't doing it. Now B12, I have the zinc now. In fact, I have it with me, but anyway, we weren't doing B12, we weren't doing zinc, we weren't taking any extra supplements or anything. And the person I was doing this diet for was not flourishing, was having a really hard time. And I did that diet for about 2 years. I did the diet 95%. So, yeah, 95% of the time I was on it. Let's put it up to 97. I was really on it. I really liked it. Toward the end of the 2 years, though, I have to admit, because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just watching some videos and reading a few books and just implementing what I could financially. I felt a little depleted towards the end, and it may be because I wasn't doing B12. I wasn't doing any of these supplements. I don't know why. Anyway, the person I did it for, the allergies seemed to calm down. The skin issues seemed to calm down. There did seem to be an issue with histamine foods like lemon and avocado and citrus. There did seem to be, the more I was giving of the bananas, I think the biggest problem I had was, I remember one time I bought a bunch of red pepper. I didn't know, and they weren't organic. I went down to the wholesale market, tried to get a really good deal on produce, and I got this whole box of red pepper, and this person really loved the red pepper, and they were eating them like 2 or 3 times a day, and those are, I guess they have a lot of pesticides on them, and the skin issues just took off. And that was about the end of the 2 years, and we stopped. I'd found another diet. Now this diet, I didn't realize it at the time. I was doing a vegan diet. That was a vegan diet that I was on. No dairy products, no meat products, no eggs, no fish, no nothing. It was practically nothing out of a bottle. I can't remember. I think I did do honey back then. Yeah, I think I did like raw honey back then. But I mean, basically there was nothing out of a bottle. I think I did kombucha. That was my big bottle thing. I mean, I wasn't even getting pickles from sauerkraut. Maybe I was. No, I don't think I did sauerkraut then. So anyway, I was really upping the nuts and seeds. I did lose 65 pounds. I was feeling really great on the diet. I felt really great on the diet. It must have been clean my liver. I don't know anyway, I'm going to have to do a third part, because this is a part now I switched to the GAPS diet, which is like bone broth and sauerkraut and lots of meat, lots of fat. So part 3, we'll talk more about that.